Hi guys, Kevin here and welcome. So today I'll be reviewing the Monsterbox X2 Pro. Extremely similar to the VCBox V5 Pro that I just reviewed. So this is a 4 gig RAM, 32 gig storage, expandable up to 2 terabytes. So good if you're throwing on music or movies or something onto an external hard drive. You can plug that into here. Off you go. Full entertainment box. Otherwise, this is a fully loaded box, so it comes with your live, VOD, your backup. So let's take a look at that on my Rumble channel, but today we'll just go over the specs of the box, what you get, and then you can also check out part 2, which will be the interface, which I can show on Rumble versus on this platform. Okay, so in the box you got your usual suspects, a 2 amp plug-in for your AC, HDMI cable, very basic user manual, user guide. Remote almost exactly like the VCBox, so you have your dedicated buttons for YouTube, Netflix, Prime Video, Disney+. So those are subscriptions that you can subscribe to and use on the box. It doesn't come with it. It comes with its own apps. Sometimes there's confusion there. You also got programmable buttons, so the colored ones. This is a Bluetooth remote, so works well. Great in the hand, can't say anything negative about it. This is the Monsterbox, so very reminiscent of some other boxes. So you have your clock that's going to display here. So you have a little bit more robust antennas. So 2 of them. So this has Wi-Fi 2T, 2R, as well as 2 and 5 gigahertz. These do not come off, so they're not removable. Nice and sturdy feeling. On the side you have an SD card slot, so micro SD, 2 USBs, a reset button. On the back you have AV, IR, HDMI, power, digital out, and Ethernet, so that supports gigabit Ethernet. Some ventilation around the box, which is great. So not a bad looking box, just doesn't really stand out. Now let's boot it up, and I'm just also going to show you the specs while it's doing that. Okay, so while the box is booting up here, here's some of the specs. So this has Android 12, which is great. It's a quad-core ARM Cortex A53, so very similar to other boxes. It's an all-winner, 1.5 gigahertz. GPU is a Mali G31. As I said, 4 gigs, 32 gigs of storage. There's your video decoding, your output, HDMI 2 max, also the AV port. There's your Wi-Fi 6, gigabit LAN, Bluetooth 5, USB storage, max of 2 terabytes, as I mentioned before. It is USB 3 for one of the ports and USB 2. Doesn't indicate, but there it says it. And now we're into the interface of the box. So as I said, extremely similar. To the VCBox, so either box is going to look identical. So here's the things that are just pre-installed. You have your Market, Google Play Store, so you can draw anything up from the Play Store, download it here. If you have subscriptions to Prime Video, Netflix, Disney+, you can enter the credentials here. Doesn't come with that. You can also watch YouTube, of course. Here's settings, AirScreen for iPhones, Miracast for Samsung. There's your initial setup and file manager. So the setup is very basic. This is what it starts with when you first enter the box, plug it in. So you choose your language, you choose your display, your scaling, so you just fill up the screen, your time zone, your network, and disclaimer, just agree. Then you're into the box. So it's as easy as that. These 4 apps will be downloadable just like this one here. You'll see a little download icon. So you just click that to install them. And these are the 4 apps that you're paying for with the box. The box does have the upfront cost, but also you're saving on, hopefully, those subscription services, your cable. All you need is a good internet connection, high speed, and you're off and running. So it's have 2,200 channels for live, mostly North American, but does give you sports packages for NBA, MLB, etc. So that's all there, your NCAA. The VOD gives you tens of thousands of movies, also TV shows. The Ultra is another layout, where it combines the two, and then live backup is just another backup if all of a sudden the channel isn't working on your Sterling Live. So the VCBox has the heat, that's these icons, the Monsterbox has the Sterling. So give and take, both work great. I like both boxes. And then down here you have system settings, similar to every other box like this. So here's your device preferences and about. There's your Android 12, etc., etc. There's your available on the bottom. So from 32 gigs, you get 25 available. So lots of space for adding different apps. Then this is nice. You have a little bit of customization for the layout, so the launcher. So you can do parental settings, but also you can do a startup app. So you can set an app, let's say Sterling Live, you can have it just boot into that if that's the main app that you use. You can also set your wallpaper, so some basic functionality, which is nice. Then also your hotkeys is where you can set the 4 keys on the bottom. The green's going to look funny because I'm using a green screen, but you can set these to anything you want as well. And that's right through here, so you can change your red, let's say to Sterling Live, etc., etc. So you can customize those. System info we just saw, and then memory cleanup is your RAM cleanup. So you can click that just to free up some more RAM. So basic interface, but the idea here is that you're getting rid of hopefully some subscriptions, some cable that this will save you money on. So depending where you are, you can sometimes, the box will pay for itself in 2 months, 3 months, depending how much you pay for cable. So I enjoy these boxes. Of course, you can get a Fire Stick on box, get an IPTV service. You know, it's a cheap alternative too, but this one, it's just set up, it's all there, easy to do, easy to just plug in and go. So no fuss. So as I said, links will be in the description for everything. So there's going to be a coupon code that you can use from me for $50 off this box. Also, you can check out my Rumble channel, which I'll have part 2. So I'll show the interface because it's a bit more of a friendly channel for that versus this one. This platform doesn't allow that. But hopefully you can check out both videos. This one will support me, the Rumble channel doesn't, but it gives you guys more insight into the box itself. And any questions you can always ask, but I'd say top box for me, probably the VC box. Monsterbox is basically a clone of it. Also excellent box. You can't go wrong with a super box. There's a lot of great boxes out there, but everyone always asks me which one is the best one. You know, everyone's gonna have a personal preference, but for me, I'd say VC box, Monsterbox are right up there. Super box, great box too. I've used those for many years. That's probably the longest box I've ever used and still going, my S1 Pro. All are great. All will have slight hiccups here and there, just as cable does, just as everything does. But for the majority of everything that you're watching, flawless. I love it. So again, check out my social media, check out my Rumble channel, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care and happy holidays.